Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today we're looking at Power Rangers The Return issue 3. And this is written by Amy Jo Johnson and Matt Hotson. It's called Chapter 3, Daughter. Illustrations by Nico Leon, and I think Nico does a fabulous job throughout this whole issue. Colors by Dono Sanchez Amara, and Ed Dukeshire is on the letters as always. I wouldn't expect anything less, but Ed in the background. So anyway, our story begins with the moon and the rebuilding of Rita Repulsa's palace. And Kimberly is waking up to some familiar faces. Jason, Zach, and Billy also trapped. So they've been brought back to the place where they murdered, pretty much the whole of Selena's family. So Kimberly says, she tricked me saying she was a relative of Trini's, which was not true. And she is the daughter of Rita Repulsa and Lord Zed, quite obvious. Kimberly, quite furious, tries to break through the force field. Billy would find it very intriguing, if not trapped the other side, etc. And then he states that she must have tracked us through our morphers, which he said was really easy considering Billy and Zach used them, as well as Trini's, who she tried to hide hers, was once again also very easy to get hold of. And Kimberly was just the final piece after she captured Jason as well, who was morphed for a long time, doing what he felt was right, justice and all that stuff. But when Trini's sort of memorial dedication brought Kimberly Hart back, that was the final thing. So she set about delivering on their promise that they made last time they were all together, which was no more Power Rangers. But she says that she's not going to kill him. Her mother is. And she says Rita's alive. But it turns out that Rita is beyond where she is. And then Billy works out, what, the Morphin grid? And she says, yeah, that bomb you created, she used her magic to transfer essence, energy into it. But it destroyed most of blew up most of the moon, etc. Kimberly also found it a surprise, considering she had fired a arrow into her back, which didn't kill her. She's probably been dealing with that guilt for 22 years. Let's be honest. I mean, I know that they kill monsters or destroy monsters, however you want to put it, for many years, but still, that must do something to you as a person, killing anything. I've never done it. I don't intend to do it, but, I can only imagine that, dealing with that in your head and your heart, must be a taxing experience. So she's going to finally bring her back with the help of Vinster, who we learnt survived as a coward hiding away in the vault. And you can see that Vincer has pieced himself with various putties and managed to survive by, nourishing himself on eating dead monsters, as Zach puts it, which is great and interesting stuff. So, using Lord Zed's staff and an upgraded version of Vince's whole monster machine and a batch of magic clay, they have the machine which is powered up by the coins, and they're going to bring Rita back. However, Kimberly asks, how did you survive what was going on? So, there we get this clip back in time where Tommy is getting ready to set the machine off when baby Selena comes into play. And you can imagine he doesn't want her to die. He's a good guy, right? So Vincent comes in, calls in the putties, and they get going at her, etc., and beating her, etc. And he actually falls and he actually hits the machine as such. So find the putties is a losing thing, so he does the best that he can by giving he's communicating to Selena to teleport, and she figures it out, leaving Tommy to, well, sacrifice him, so to speak. So that's why Tommy doesn't actually get out in those 10 seconds. We also see this bit where Rita uses magic to transfer her energy into the morphing grid. And you can only imagine as well what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Tommy's not dead, because Tommy also went into this magic thing, and hopefully in that final issue, perhaps we get the reunion we want and everybody lives happily ever after. Who knows? Anyway, baby lands on Earth. Bulk and Skull find a baby, and well, I love the fact that Selena refers to Bulk as Squat, leaving the Green Ranger communicator on the ground, left to its own devices. So she goes to use the power. She's ready to use it. It all fires up, etc. The Rangers can't do anything here, and she feels her mother. However, it does not work. It does not work because there is a power coin missing. There were 6 power coins, and Tommy's wasn't there because he wasn't morphed on the moon. We've learned that he gave his morpher to Kimberly in the hope to give it to their child if anything was to go wrong, or if he doesn't make it. And, you know, this is the bit just before where he's like, I'll use my communicator to get off. And this was the bit we saw the issue before. We didn't see the unmorphed bits to put the pieces together. So I think a fabulous job of how they put that together. I think even, I mean, I'd have to go and look, but even this, I don't remember seeing the morphing in the hand, etc. But it's a great moment. So Selena starts losing her crap and pulls out her hair, pulls out Kimberly saying, where is it, etc. And then that's when Vince has said that there's a signature, it's active, and it's coming here. And that's where she says, meet Olivia Hart, my daughter, morphed in Green Ranger, and it's brilliant. And then we got, it's almost obvious, family reunion. I mean, you could say this is a family reunion, but you could also say, well, if Rita comes back, that's a family reunion. But, you know, surely Tommy's got to survive this, you know, looking at what I've just seen. I feel like I figured it out. Sometimes when I figure things out, I don't necessarily say it, but I have. So hopefully I haven't ruined the next issue for myself. I mean, I could end up with egg on my face, and you can all come back and remind me, hey, you got that completely wrong, bro. Anyway, hope you like my video. If you do, please support my channel by subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Make sure you look after yourself. Very important these days. If you are subscribed, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And as always, embrace the geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.